welcome back to AR77. Today we're looking at the Springfield Armory .177 caliber or 4.5mm CO2 BB shooting pistol. This is the 3.8 inch, which is classed as the compact version. As you can see, this looks like it has an extended mag. It's not really an extended mag, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. This is a really nice pistol. I already have the 4.5 larger version, the full size version, as I'm sure you're aware if you've watched any of my videos, if you've seen through the back catalogue and you've seen that review perhaps. And I was tempted to get the compact version. I was going to get it initially in all black because I thought the all black compact looked the business. I really like the pistol. I think it's a really good looking gun. So I was tempted with the black one, and I think I've mentioned that I might purchase that. And then I saw them side by side, and I just thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have kind of a little brother for the 4.5 that I have. And this is the gun that I came home with. Maybe I'm just a bit of a magpie, I don't know. But it's a really nice pistol. I'm really pleased with it. Once again, very similar. It's all the same really as the other one, with the difference of the sort of the length of the barrel and how this magazine works here. Something about compact pistols. I like the Glock 19, particularly like the 19X, with that kind of oh, that was my alarm going off on my watch. Particularly like the 19X with the sort of extended, well not extended, but the full size grip. I like, you call it Defender sort of size pistols. What's the other compact I've got? I mean, there's the SIG 365, which is kind of micro compact. The Walther CP99 compact. I just find them quite chunky and enjoyable to shoot. They feel punchy, I think, because of the size or the dimensions. Anyway, let's take a look around this, and then I'll do a bit of a comparison to its larger big brother, and we'll talk about how it all works. Okay, so this is Springfield Armory. Really nice looking pistol. As you can see, we've got some really nice kind of slide cutouts here, and at the back there, when you're racking the slide, some good branding here. You've got the XDM there, Springfield Armory USA. Some details there etched out on the ejection port. Really, really close from what I've seen to the real steel. Yeah, where to carry on to. So yeah, that's the slide, the top slide of this nice kind of satin metal silvery finish. It's not too shiny, it's not too bling, and it is quite an aggressive looking slide really. Let's have a look at the front of it here. Come around to the front, you've got that kind of recessed barrel. It's supposed to look a little bit rifled, I suppose, but it's obviously not. That's just the outer barrel. The inner barrel is there, that 4.5mm barrel. Looks really nice. I really like the contrast, actually. That was one of the things that I thought kind of steered me to this one. I was fully on board with getting the full black, but just seeing them next to each other, this one, for me, was preferable. Does that mean I'm just going to have to buy the black one as well? I don't know. There's always other pistols out there, isn't there? So you can't have too many of the same one. Although, having said that, I do have a fair share of the KWC 1911 style pistols, so we'll see. Anyway, moving on to this side. Again, you've got your slide cutouts there, your serrations. You've got XDM, bit of writing in here. Not a toy, bit of a warning, but again, because it's etched into the slide, it's not too intrusive. Compact 3.8. There you go, all the way to the back. On the top here, you've got this lovely Springfield Armory logo etched in there. You've got a fibre optic front sight there. And if we just roll it forward, you've got nice white dots at the back there. And while we're at the back, this is a feature that I particularly like from these pistols. When you rack the slide, that pops out at the back there, telling you that you're sort of live. You see how that protrudes out the back? There's no CO2 in this pistol. We're not loaded or anything like that. So I'll just make you aware of that fact. So yeah, that kind of pops out the back there, and it's just a little indicator, a little physical indicator that you're ready to go. While we're on that, you do have a working grip safety there, just like in the other XDM, just like in the 1911s. And you have a trigger safety here, so unless you're fully on the trigger, that's not going to pull. Even if you do, that's not going to disengage unless you have your proper grip on the grip safety. And when all those things happen, it releases. Yeah, really nice system, really straightforward. Yeah, so that trigger, you've got your slide catch release there. So as we are unloaded, that locks back after the last shot. All really very sturdy, nice weight to it, really sort of chunky feeling. Nothing wobbly on this. I mean, well, you can hear some things wobbling, but that's because there's springs and all sorts going on in there. It just feels good. It's chunky, it's solid. It feels like a good tool in your hand. Don't let your imaginations get carried away with you after that remark. Yeah, so there's your slide catch release. And as you can see, that's still protruding at the back, so we release that. Takedown lever there. You can take the pistol down. Should we do that? Yeah, okay, let's do that. So let's drop the mag out. I don't know if you've seen me do this with the other one. I try and do it, try and reach around my camera and do this for you. So basically you want to take it back so that you can see that kind of, see that arch there, just here. See that kind of marries up with this piece. Then you flip that up, and it will take a little bit, but once it's up, there you go. You just have to coax it a little bit. You're not sort of tearing it off. You're not putting a lot of pressure on it. It just kind of does want you to pull. It wants you to sort of pull it past a little bit. So just encourage it a little bit. There you've got your spring and your shorter barrel and stuff in there. You can get in there and clean and play and whatever. Doesn't really need much, as I've said a million times. But yeah, tidy. Obviously you can see these rails here are where the slide sits. So maybe if you wanted to lubricate the pistol at all, if you wanted to make it a bit smoother, maybe make that takedown a bit smoother or the blowback a little bit crisper, or just prevent wear and tear, I suppose, you might want to just put a little bit of maybe some Pelgon oil or something on there. But for the most part, these guns don't require much maintenance, if any, at all, really. They kind of look after themselves for the most part. Might as well look at this. We've got this trigger guard here with a bit of grip at the front there. You've got your rail there at the front. That will lock off the whole pistol, just like the Glocks do. They have that sort of underneath sort of total gun lockdown selector there. You've got your mag release, very straightforward, just round and grippy. I think that's metal. I think the trigger's metal. All the catches and levers are metal. The lower frame is polymer, as per reality, I think. Some really good detailing on this grip here and around at the front. It's not going anywhere, and a nice kind of thumb indent as well, just like I think Glock really pioneered that sort of aspect of ergonomic gun design. A few more bits of info there on your on your grip there. Made in Taiwan. Springfield. Yeah. Grip at the back. Now, tell you what, let's put it back together. And then I'll talk to you a little bit more. So you just push it back on, and then once you're lined up again there, slide that back down, and you're good to go. Good. Right, so in the box, you get all sorts of stuff. It's a really nice package actually that you get. Let me show you this a second. I might not be able to get it fully on the camera, but we'll see. We'll have a little look, see. Right. Okay, that'll probably do. So you get your instructions there. A really nice glossy magazine for you to read. Well, full colour. Spared no expense. It's like Jurassic Park. You also get your Allen key for your CO2. We'll talk about that in a bit. You also get these, which are kind of your different back straps. So you'll get a large. Let's see how. So I think it's. Where is it written? Oh, S. So that's the small. Yeah, depending on the size of your hand. That's the large. And I have the medium on the pistol currently. You also get 3 of these, which are kind of covers for the magazine. Come back to that. Nice box. So, you've got your pistol there, got your back strap on there, and you've got your magazine, which is like this, and this has one of those on it, because, one of those covers, because it slides off, you see. So this is because I've got the medium back strap on there, I've chosen this kind of mag cover. Now this has got 2 little dots on it, as in the number 2. One has 1 and one has 3. So I'm guessing that the 2.1 goes with the medium, and it seems to sort of fit it nicely and stay. The lines remain the same, sort of thing. The good thing about that is that these magazines then are the same magazines that you'd use for the 4.5. And because I happen to have a 4.5 and a spare magazine, that means I now have 3 magazines for this pistol, which is another reason I decided to buy it, to buy a second version of the XDM, because it's like, well, but my magazines actually now serve 2 pistols, and I can have fun with both of them without having to fork out quite a bit of money for a load of different magazines. Also, because the mags are that kind of silver colour, I quite like the fact that I've got the silver mags with the silver pistols, blah, blah, blah. But that's just me. So, I'll take those 2 away. And depending on the size of, maybe your size of your hands, or maybe just what you feel is comfortable. Sometimes you might have small hands, but you feel more comfortable with a medium or a larger grip. It's entirely up to you. But they just slide over there, so that, because otherwise, I mean, obviously it would still work, it would still go in, yeah, but it's going to look like that, which looks more like an extended mag, really, because it looks like it's extended beyond what it should be regular. But they just slide over there nicely, and then finish off the lines of the pistol like that. At first, I thought it looked a bit out of proportion, actually. Initially, when I saw pictures of it on websites and things like that, I thought, does it look a bit out of proportion? Now I have it in my hand, it bothers me not a jot. It's lovely. It's a really, really nice pistol. Really tactile, really good to hold. Yeah, it feels really solid, and it's punchy when it shoots. Really good blowback on this. does like to eat through the CO2 because it does have quite a heavy slide, I think, really. So it does eat through the CO2, but you can have so much fun with this, shooting holes in targets and cans and things. It's not the most powerful air pistol. It's probably, I don't know, probably up there with things like, I mean, the other blowbacks aren't particularly powerful, but some of them are got a bit of a punch to them. But the KWC 1911s, the Taurus PT92, USP, the HK USP, they're all much for muchness power-wise. If you're looking for power, you really want a gun that's not blowback, I would suggest. If you want power, you want a pistol that's non-blowback. Don't waste your CO2 on that blowback function. If you want one that's accurate, don't be buying a BB pistol, buy a pellet pistol. But these are great for those of us who like that replica aspect. And as replicas go, this is a really, really good replica of a Springfield Armory XDM. So let's have a look at it alongside its bigger brother, the big boy. I mean, that's a phenomenal pistol, in my opinion. Let's just shift the little bro over there. This is the full size here. Again, all the same functionality. The only difference being that magazine, when it goes in, it's a longer grip anyway. So that's the only difference. Let me pop that down there and show you them sort of side by side. So you can see that. Let's do it in the middle, shall we? Let's use the available space. You can see that it just extends it here to the sort of full size length there. In terms of barrels and slides, it's quite obvious to see where the cutoff is. It's just, I mean, perspective is a bit of perspective at play there, so you don't really see an accurate, but it kind of stops right there, and then this bit is extra. You can see there, if I just cover it, you can see that that's the same pistol, essentially. They are both marked differently, so that's nice. You've got 4.5 there and 3.8 there. 4.5, just take it down in exactly the same way. Everything works just the same. You've still got that little rod that pops out the back there. Yeah, it's up to you what you think, I guess. But for me, this is a lovely pair. Once again, don't let your imaginations run away with you after that comment. But yeah, a lovely pair of pistols. The Springfield Armory XDM is a great pistol anyway. It's a lovely looking pistol anyway. I love these kind of chevrons, these chevron lines here on the slide that all too often are just, on other pistols it's just a straight line or something. I like it when they do something different with that, like they do on the Smith & Wesson. On the M&P, it's more like a sort of fish scale pan. I like it that there's a bit of difference there, but I love that these are aggressive chevrons here. You've got an aggressive grip pan here. It's almost like a tractor tire grip. It's again, I think the word is aggressive. You've got on the back strap here. You've got all these. It's gonna cling into your hand. And again, that's continued around the front. I've shown you that already. But if that's how you hold your pistol, if that's how you're going to hold it, and you have a finger on the front there, yeah, that's a great pistol. Really love it. Really pleased that I bought it. It's a really nice addition to my collection and sits nicely next to its bigger brother, the XDM 4.5. Both really terrific pistols. Terrific's not a word you hear often these days, is it? And I'm glad that I've got the 3 mags now. I'm glad I got a spare when I bought the XDM 4.5, because now I've got 3 mags, which is 3 times the fun every time I shoot one or the other of these pistols. I still like it in black, and having 2 of these pistols now, and enjoying these two pistols. I highly recommend them. I know that some people have had, I think I've had comments on the channel where people have had issues with them, and I think, you know, that is really unfortunate, especially when you're parting with hard-earned cash. It is unfortunate. If it was a coat or anything else like that, you wouldn't have it. So, you know, don't have it with the pistols. Don't buy something and be satisfied with what you get. Take it back, get it fixed, or get your money back and spend it on a different one. It's you know, it's up to you. And I guess there will be duds on every production line, I guess. But I've been fortunate with these two. I've had nothing but pleasure, nothing but fun. Yeah, really good pistols. Really enjoy them. Hope you really enjoy the videos. Try and keep them informative. I don't have all the facts and figures at my disposal, but I talk about them really from my point of view, which is as a frequent flyer, a regular user of these things. This is a good pistol. This is a good full replica, metal slide, polymer lower, blowback, field strippable, all bells and whistles work. Nice fibre optic sights, as I mentioned, clear white dots at the back. You've got that pop out rod there that lets you know if it's live. You can fully lock the gun off there. As I mentioned, takedown, all these bits are metal. Couple of safety features which are really good, and it looks the mutt's nuts, as they say. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please take care. Please subscribe if you find yourself coming back here regularly. Why not just hit that subscribe button and let me know that you're happy with what you see. We're not always going to agree on the comments, and that's fine as well. I encourage that. I don't want everybody to agree with each other. I want people to discuss things and communicate like real human beings. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Please stay safe. Take care. All the best. Bye.